Hello everybody and welcome back to Modded Minecraft with Red. As you can see, I am just in the process of crafting a few things up here. I got my little homie back there running around like a chicken with his head cut off, just kind of filling up jars for me so that, we can do some construction. Why he's not, putting that potentia up here in this jar, I do not know. Let's go ahead and see if we have some files left. We do not have any glass files. That's okay. We'll use most of it here. So there's one thaumium tap. We're gonna need another one. There, and there. Come on. There we go. And give it a smack. There we go. So again, why, he decided to throw this potentia down here when we had a jar for it right here, I'm not exactly sure. Looks like we had some extra preditio run over. That's fine. Alright, there's the second, and we're actually going to make a third one as well. Because this episode, we're going to use all three of them. We are going to make ourselves a scepter. So, off camera I did a little bit of work, kind of got some of the prep work out of the way. Let's go ahead and clear that out. Put our wand in there. We're also going to need a primal charm. Cool. You can get one of those. And I got my recipes mixed up on what needed which. So I pulled out 3 of each shard when actually it was just the Salus Mundus I needed a triple recipe for. So there we go. So now we take our silverwood log just like we have done before because we need a silverwood core. And we're just going to come along here and start putting down shards. Again, it doesn't too much matter as long as it's balanced. And that's as balanced as it's going to get with this recipe. Give it a smack, and here comes our silverwood rod. I still do absolutely love watching Thaumcraft work. Just the time and effort put into this mod for the visual effects, it's just really awesome. I'm not going to even lie about that. I love it. So there we go. That should be the last of the essence moving in. And now we have our shards heading in. There we go, and there's our silverwood rod. So now we can come over here, take our silverwood rod, our primal charm, and our 3 charged thaumium taps with our wand, about 65 of each essence, and there is our thaumium bossed silverwood scepter. Now if we take a look, this now has a capacity of 150, whereas our silverwood wand only had a capacity of 100. So, we're going to go ahead and give this thing a quick charge, the wand that is, because we need a little bit more Ignis in there, because next up is our relay that we talked about last episode. And what we're going to need for that is we are going to need a V relay, which is going to be a balance shard and a P2P tunnel. So let's go ahead and have the system create us a P2P while that wand charges. 1, please. Excellent, thank you. And then we can just go ahead and put our P2P in here, 1 of our balance shards, and we can probably grab him out of here now, because he should have plenty for what we need to do. In there, oh yeah, 1.6, that's just fine. And there is our V relay interface. Awesome. Well, we're going to need our memory card for this because it did use a P2P. Now, I went ahead off camera and I already ran all of the cabling and everything. So all we have to do now is come over here. As we can see, we have a table right down there, which is actually not exactly where I wanted it. So let's fix that. Just need one more cable. There we go. We will come back here and just plop this table down right there. Cool. There's our interface. And now all we have to do is get some sort of V relay. Well, how can we do that? Let's just go ahead and make one more up. You know, they're not that difficult to make. And we have the extra balance shards. There we go, there's our V relay. And now we can put our Thaumium Boss Silverwood Scepter in there. We come over with our relay. We can place it right on top of the V relay interface. Take our memory card, shift right click to save the settings. And now with this, we have to right click on the terminal because this is actually going to be the output. As soon as we do, we loaded the settings. If we take a look, boom. There's our Thaumium Boss Silverwood Scepter inside the terminal getting charged up, just like I said that it would, guys. And if you notice, we now have a 69% average VTOS versus the 79, so we saved another 10% on our crafting just by making this scepter. How cool is that? So, what else are we going to do? Well, we actually have a lot of things that we can do now. You know, it was just a matter of getting those blessed ethereal blooms just so that we can try and keep this taint down. As you can see, I did make a few more off camera and kind of spread them around this room just to try and keep this fibrous taint in check. You know, it's still saying that we are in a partial tainted land. However, if we come over here and pop out this block here, we can hop down, and I dug a hole out underneath and I grew several silverwood trees down here until I got one with a pure node in it. This will again help keep the taint down and slowly turn this area into a magical forest, which again should hopefully keep the taint down, and especially that fibrous taint, because that's the last thing we want is you know, that fibrous taint just taking over everything and this whole area becoming tainted. It's bad enough having these vines, you know, starting to grow all over the place. On top of which, I also came outside here. It doesn't look too bad, but right outside there, as you can see, I did plant another silverwood tree. If we hop outside real quick and take a look, you know, I tried to put it in a spot that it would be effective. It too has a pure node in the center of it, and it is right above the area where the tainted nodes are. So with any luck, between this pure node, the pure node that we have in that log down there right next to our tainted node, and the pure node directly beneath the tainted node, hopefully that will turn all of this area into a magical forest instead of tainted land. As you can see, it's already starting to and trying to by this light green, but it's going to take a little bit of time. As long as we just can keep it in check, keep the taint in check, that is, we should be fine. Because again, that's the last thing we want is taint all over the place. We have enough problems with our flux and everything else down here as it is. So, What else are we going to work on? Well, let's take a look in our thaumonometon and see what else we can come up with here. Well, as much as I love my little dude, I really do. Unfortunately, his time is, I think, going to be kind of limited. I know, I'm sorry, buddy, don't look at me like that. Because this gets kind of annoying. You know, I understand this one was full, so he went to this one. I have absolutely no problem with that. But this one only had 8, and he came all the way down here. And threw this Preditio, or sorry, Potentia, in this jar here, instead of bringing it here. And that just really kind of irks me. You know, even the air. I just noticed that. We had 14 air here. What did he do with the rest of it? He threw it down here. And I don't know if that's because these were stacked on top of each other or what the issue is. But either way, it is an issue, and it's something that I don't want to have to, you know, continuously mess with, because the golem is being retarded, for lack of a better term. So let's check here. Yeah, see, he should be going all the way across the bottom row up to the top row. You know, and maybe that's all it is that, I don't know. Either way, you know, we'll let him go on that one. Maybe that was our fault. So you redeemed yourself for a little bit, little homie. But unfortunately, I still do think that his time is going to be rather limited. I know, I'm sorry. Don't look at me that way. So, we need some more stuff. And by more stuff, I mean a lot more stuff. And the primary thing that we're going to need at this point is going to be a wand-focused warding. We're going to need a lot more nether stars in the near future, sooner rather than later. And we have no real good place to spawn the wither that won't go boom. Well, let's fix that. So, out of here, we're going to need another star. And we have a couple of them. Awesome. So we're going to need another star, 2 order shards. We're going to need some cognito, 25 ordo, 25 terra. Let's see what we got down here so we can get it cooking. We got that good. Gonna need some more terra. No, we don't have enough terra. We need more terra. Right. No. Pick it up and put it in. Thank you. Alrighty, and we're going to need cognito, looks like. And we're also going to need tudamen. I'm not sure if we have any tudamen. We do not. Do we have any cognito? We don't. Well, I know that paper has cognito. So we got 30 of that. We can just go ahead and toss that straight in here, just so we can get the cognito that we need. Let's grab a couple of labels as well. There's the cognito. Again, we won't worry about that potentia. And tudamen. Well, I know leather has tudamen. There's 7. Also has a bunch of other stuff. Let's see what else has tudamen real quick. Let's see if I've scanned anything else that has tudamen. Oh yeah, quite a few things. Leather. That's about it. Primarily lots and lots of leather. Lead ore, looks like. don't think we have any lead in here laying around. No, we do not. That's fine. We will just head upstairs, and that's why we have, you know, our little kind of cheaty system over here. And boy, the light is getting real today. Yes, it is. So we will just get a couple of stacks of leather here. There we go. Come on, pick it up, thank you. Oh yeah, the light is definitely real today. There we go, we can put away some of this dirt we don't need. We'll probably do a stack, just to be on the safe side. Get down here to our Thumbcraft room. And of course this stuff we're going to want to put through here. So we need a total of 25 Tudeman. While we are waiting for that, let's go ahead and set up the altar. Our nether star is going to go right here in the middle, or nether cube rather. Also going to need 4 shards, 2 earth, 2 order. There's 2 earth. There's our 2 order. 2 quicksilver, and then we're going to need some nether quartz. Just like that. Yep, so quicksilver is going to go on this corner and this corner. Not that it really matters, but it's easier to keep things symmetrical. There we go. Couldn't spit that word out for anything. It helps to keep things symmetrical if you try and you know, do it this way. So now let's go on this side of it, go on that side of it, that side of it, and this side of it. So there we go, that's about as symmetrical as we can get. We will grab our wand, but first let's grab our Tudeman, which we only need a little bit of, 25 to be exact. I'll grab a label for it as well. There we go. We'll wait for our little homie to put the 25 in there. And double check everything else. We need 25 of everything except the cognito. So that's good. Terra is good now. Ordo is good. Cognito, we got 30 of the 10 we need. So everything's good. Let's go ahead and give that a whack. And while that starts coming over here, we're just going to bring our wand over here and let it charge up some more. Now the scepter, you cannot do anything else with it except craft. That's all it's used for, is for crafting, either in, you know, the arcane workbench here or in the arcane terminal. That's the only thing it's used for. You cannot attach any foci to it or anything of that nature because it just will not work, plain and simple. So right now the largest, best wand that we have is going to be our Thaumium Boss Silverwood wand, which is fine. So let's go ahead and get our pouch ready, because we're going to put this directly in our pouch, and there it is, our wand focus warding. And you may be asking, well, Red, what does the wand focus of warding do? Well, I will show you. We come over here and grab our wand, which is now fully charged. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. We can put away that. And let's equip our wand focus warding. So as you can see, there's no interface or anything like that because we haven't upgraded this wand, this wand focus. But if we come over here, say to this wall, and we give these blocks a right click, you can see that they change colors and have this border around them now. So now if we come, say with our pickaxe, and try to break it, there is absolutely 100% no way anybody or anything can break these blocks. Period. Whatsoever. They can go down here. They could go up here. They could even go to any one of the sides. But these blocks will remain no matter what, as long as they remain warded. And this, my friends, is how we are going to make a room for the wither. Because we can make a room out of these blocks, or out of any blocks really, ward them up with this focus, and spawn the wither in there as many times as we would like, and he's not going to do a darn thing to any of the area. Sweet, huh? So, there's one other thing that I hinted on several episodes ago that it kind of slipped my mind, but as the headaches have been getting worse, it came back to the front of my mind. We are real quickly going to make ourselves a sanity checker. So for that, we're going to need 24 cognito, 24 census, and 8 alienness. So let's see what we have for census in here, if we have any. Aqua, Potentia, no. It's going to be a bluish in color. There's some alienness. So we'll get that cooking up. No, we already got some here. That's cool. So we won't worry about getting that cooked up then. And we're going to need some more cognito, it looks like. For sure. So let's grab some more paper. 21 should do it. And let's see here. Do we have any type of dye? Oh, we got tons of dye. There we go. And we got an absolute crap ton of dye. So how much census do we need? 24, 8 alienness, and 24 cognito. Yeah, we should be able to pull that off now. Let's just kind of come over here. That has nothing but census. So we'll go ahead and throw that in there. Check out, see if we have any alienness down here. Does not appear to be any. So we'll also throw in our cognito. There's our alienness. And of course now we're going to need a couple of labels. Those slimes are definitely getting irritating. We will work on those very soon, guys. There we go, there's census. And let's see where he's gonna throw alienness. Let's let it all the way down here. Yep, there we go. Alright, so that should take care of that. We're also going to need one of these glass mirrors, which is just a quicksilver and a glass pane. Do we have everything? We sure do. Awesome. We're going to need a brain. And we are going to need a diamond. Right? And a thermometer. So let's take a look, see if we have everything we need. Yep, we sure do. But we are not going to use those 2 shards because we have an abundance of water shards. There we go. And see, look at that. It just keeps refilling itself. We can sit here and virtually craft all day. I love it. So our thermometer goes right there in the center. And we take that. Our brain. If we only had a brain. Oh, we had a brain. Had it. Lost it. And give it a right click. And here comes our cognito. Kind of hard to cognito anything without a brain. I know the puns are terrible today, guys. I'm sorry. Here comes our census. A little bit more. There we go. Here comes our alienness. There goes our mirror. There goes our brain. Here comes the diamond. And there we go. Now we have one sanity checker. And if we hold this, you can see that little bar off over there on the upper left-hand side. That bar tells you how your sanity is doing. If you look closely, well, I'll try and get it somewhere here where it's maybe a little bit easier to see. There we go. We'll look at the anti-block. And there's no way for me to get any type of pointer on the screen. But if you notice, the bottom part of that sanity checker meter is a darker purple, and then just past that gold clasp there, about a third of the way up, it changes color to a lighter purple. Well, that's because we have two different types of sanity with Thaumcraft. One being permanent warp, and the other one being temporary warp. Now, permanent warp is what you get from doing your research and stuff like that. That adds warp to you, and that's permanent. There's nothing you can do to get rid of it. The other kind is temporary warp, which is if you step in flux and you get the flux flu or whatever, or you eat zombie brains, it will give you temporary warp. And that slowly, over time, does go down. Or there's other ways that you can get it to go down as well. If we take a look in here, under our alchemy, we have these bath salts, which you can use to, scrub up and remove some of the warp. We have a sanitizing soap that you can use, which will also help reduce warp, and also it will let you basically get a warp ward. You can even make a spa, which accepts, I believe it's the bath salts, and it will just pump an area, a 5x5 area, and keep it full of purifying liquid, which will add warp ward and stuff like that, so you don't have to worry about warp as much. Well, we're not going to worry about it too much because honestly, that's the way we're going to end up going. We also unlocked the Eldritch tab in our research, so we're going to look at the Wand Photis Primal. We've already got the Void Metal taps learned, which we will get into fairly soon. So yeah, we're going deeper and darker in the world of Thaumcraft. But anyway, guys, at least now we can check just how insane we are going with all of this warp that we are doing. As you can see now, the meter has gone up quite a bit. Now we're up to, the top of that bottom golden ring. And that was the minor warp that we just got from doing that research. So it's definitely nice to see how much warp you currently have going on in your body, because otherwise you have no idea, and it could potentially get really bad for you just because you don't know if you're going to be more prone to the headaches or anything like that. And before long, you know, you're sitting there and, you know, all sorts of bad things are happening. So anyway, guys, in between episodes, I may end up, you know, trying to make more of these ethereal blooms because, yeah, this fibrous taint is getting very, very annoying. Yeah, that is unfortunately the downside of using a hungry node to make a huge node like we did. The only way to get it into a state that we can actually use it without it destroying the the transducer or the stabilizer is to taint it. And I absolutely hate doing it, but there's nothing we can do about that unless I end up going into the configs and turning off the spread of taint, which I just might do because, well, we don't need the taint to spread anymore. I don't know. I'll think about it, guys. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. And, you know, that lets me know that you liked it. Also lets YouTube know that you like my content and that you guys think that I'm doing a good job. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and that little bell icon next to that subscribe button to turn on your notifications so you can be up to date on the latest and greatest episodes that I am putting out. Also, don't forget to check me out on social media at Irish Red Gaming on Twitter, /Irish Red Gaming on Facebook.com. And as always, guys, I hope you have a great day, and I will definitely talk to you in the next one. See ya.